So Palantir has done it once again. They've been in the news for positive reasons for the past week or so now, and today they're in the news again. Palantir and Concordance announced partnership to power first fully integrated medical supply chain ecosystem. Now, one of the things that Palantir touts for itself, and well, in several of its past earnings call, is its ability to thrive during difficult times. Palantir, as you know, is big data, and their software, their purpose is to solve problems. And while I wasn't a fan of the presentation of their earnings report, I do believe that Palantir is well suited to this economic situation. As you guys well know, the supply chain. I mean, we're having a global supply chain problems in many different areas, not just healthcare, but Palantir and Concordance are looking to challenge that. Now, they claim in this article that the root cause of the supply chain issues in healthcare is the management of data associated with critical supply chain workflows, and COVID-19 exacerbated those issues. Obviously, I mean, I agree with that. In Palantir, now I'm not going to read this. You can pause to read this if you want to, but the gist is that Palantir and Concordance are banding together to try to do something about that. And honestly, given Palantir's track record and its growing revenue, and I think Palantir is well suited to do that. Now we'll have to see over time how this pans out, but I do applaud this effort. Now, this deal does not have a dollar amount. At least I didn't find a dollar amount associated with it, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, how this benefits Palantir and then, of course, the shareholder. But this is really good information to see. And this news came right after the news from last week, where Palantir extended its contract with the government to a contract worth 229 million. Like, that is a fantastic win. Like, I gotta give it up to Palantir's sales team and all that stuff. Like, I feel like the executives who conduct those earnings calls could learn a thing or two from the team that's doing all this stuff, because Palantir is executing win after win after win. I mean, as far as analyst expectations for this year and next year, like, we got Palantir slated to go 22.5% growth this year and 25% growth next year. Like, that is fantastic. And I am more than convinced with these wins that Palantir is going to meet these numbers. Now, as far as EPS, like, if we go down here, like, before the things with the economy hit, like, analysts had Palantir coming in at 0.17 this year, which would have been a gain, which might have been net flow positive, but the things from the economy did hit, and inflation went up, supply chain issues happened, everything's more expensive, gas went up, and yeah, Palantir is not looking so well. I mean, they miss EPS for the past several quarters, and the way things are going with the economy, they might continue to miss. Now, next year, analysts got Palantir going up to 0.19, which will be much better, but I mean, they're also kind of assuming things get better. And given the economic theater these days, I mean, that is not a guarantee. One thing that is certain, though, is that I've started to rack up some more Palantir shares. Now, as returning visitors to my channel might know, I've been focusing on Google a lot these past several weeks. But, I mean, I feel that I should take a few weeks and give some love to the other stocks in my portfolio, and I might as well focus on Palantir, especially with these wins. I think Palantir is a long-term play, and it's going to be given the rocky economy, it's going to be a while, I think, before Palantir really sees some gains in the stock price, but I feel happy building up shares right now while the price is still low. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.